So the 49ers are gone, eliminated, gone from Super Bowl contention just like that after an incredible winning streak, an incredible run with a rookie quarterback, our guy Brock Purdy. But it was not meant to be this season. Unfortunately, Brock Purdy takes a hit early on, takes an injury to the elbow. Josh Johnson gets a concussion, already down to a backup quarterback, which wasn't good in a game like this. Was already looking pretty bleak. And then an offense that really had no chance after that. There's not much they can do. Once you go into concussion protocol, that took Josh Johnson out of there. And Purdy obviously couldn't throw because even down by a couple of touchdowns when he started coming in initially, they weren't throwing downfield because he couldn't. They could have went to the Wildcat with McCaffrey, but again, same issue with throwing downfield. When you're down points, you need to pass the ball. Very unfortunate for the 49ers. And, don't have to tell anybody watching this fan who's probably a 49ers fan how much it stinks. Look, the refs seem to make a lot of calls, but each one, it's hard to argue each call individually. The one with the punt looks like he was kind of shoved, but that's not what determined this game anyway. And really, the only thing to do is look forward, move on. 49ers don't have a very high pick, but they do have 3 consecutive picks in the top 100 at the end there and might be able to combine that and package it to move up. Or they might just, it'd be hard to imagine keeping 3 consecutive picks, but they could do it. And then the question becomes, what's next? What are they going to do? Where are they going to put those picks? Secondary, another linebacker, defensive tackle. I mean, bulk up the defense. Defense is the strength of the team, but it looks like there is some room in the secondary for a little bit of help. We got to look and see what happens with the offensive line. Is everybody staying? Because you got to constantly replenish that. It's a very rich draft in tight ends. They can give Kittle some help, take some of the hits off of him and get another very talented tight ends that seems to work well in this offense, the way it's run. And then really, I mean, it's a very complete team. So it's really the draft could be based on, best player available fairly easily. We'll see who leaves in free agency and how that all pans out and where the needs are the most, but really it's just a wide open draft, which is not always a bad thing. Obviously, when you have a lot of good players set in a lot of different positions, it puts you in a position to take best player, which is a great position to be in. I mean, obviously Shanahan's job is safe. They do have to now be concerned that they're going to lose DeMarcus Ryan's defensive coordinator after losing Saleh to my Jets. Now you have DeMarcus Ryan's, who's done an incredible job filling in, and now it's just a matter of next man up. Shanahan's obviously staying, and there are 49er fans that like to scream, if you don't win the Super Bowl, you gotta go. But that's not gonna happen. Shanahan is definitely a top coach. That's why we're even in this game with a backup quarterback. You got to take your hat off to him. It was actually the 3rd quarterback, Brock Purdy. He was the 3rd quarterback. We can't blame Shanahan for not being able to do much when we went down to our 4th quarterback and the 4th quarterback gets injured. So, crappy situation, onward. Now it's just how to make the team better. Hopefully hit on the draft, hit on some picks, bring in some young talent, some, a little bit of energy. And there'll be guys. There always is. There's guys in the 3rd and 4th rounds. There always are. So it's just about hitting on the draft picks and coming back next year, determining who the quarterback is going to be. I think there's, it has to be Purdy's job to start going into camp. But Trey Lance, they gave up a lot of capital for him. Should get a shot to compete at least for the job. It'll be interesting with those two competing for the job. It'll be interesting to get rid of the Jimmy G money, as he will leave town and not be resigned, and see what that does to the cap situation. Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? Again, there might be might bring in some talent free agency as well. So we'll see. We'll follow that in the offseason. Sorry it had to end this way, but hey, it's hard to say on the day, but overall, I mean, successful, I don't know. I know the Niners are at a point where looking for a Super Bowl win, but it's hard to say it was a catastrophic season when you discover your 7th round last pick of the draft actually might be your future quarterback, and you make it to the NFC Championship game. It's not, that could be a lot worse. But anyway, go Niners. Take care, Niner fans, and we'll see you soon as we track the offseason. Make sure, if you like the video, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's that bald guy right over there.